Hey guys, welcome back. Today I am doing a review of a skincare line, and the skincare line that I will be talking about today is called Tilth Beauty. And the products that I have here today were sent to me by beautystat.com, but as always, the opinions that I'm going to give you are definitely my own. And so I do want to show you, this is how they came packaged, which I thought was kind of nice. And the two products that I have to talk about today are the Tilth Beauty a Flawless Serum with Retinol and Botanicals, and then Tilth Beauty Anti-Aging Firming Moisture Cream with Renovage and Botanicals. Renovage, I think is how you say it. So let me see if I can get the glare off those boxes for you. Okay, so one of them is a serum and the other one is a cream, and you can use them, 1 to 2 times a day. They're not designated, the cream is not designated specifically for night or day, and neither is the serum, and they can be used in conjunction with each other. Some of the product claims by this company is that both products include skin-enhancing and moisturizing ingredients that will gradually and profoundly improve the skin's firmness and elasticity, reducing the appearance of wrinkles and fine lines. And I'm just going to give you some information that was sent to me, so I'm reading that, that's why I'm looking to the side. But I want to make sure I cover all of the product claims and give you some background information of the products before I talk about the results that I actually had with them. So the Flawless Serum is a blend of encapsulated retinol, myrtle leaf extract, and adaptonil that gives skin a flawless complexion. Adaptonil lifts and restructures the appearance of cell barrier function, resulting in healthy, younger looking skin. Retinol, specifically encapsulated retinol, is an ingredient in the product. Stable retinol helps reduce the appearance of wrinkles and restores the look of UV damaged skin, improves the appearance of skin elasticity by 20%, and the appearance of wrinkles are diminished by up to 17% after 12 weeks. The anti-aging firming moisture cream will help reduce the appearance of your unwanted facial folds and lines. Tilth Beauty contains no parabens, phthalates, sulfates, petroleum-based products, silicones, synthetic fragrances, synthetic colors, or GMOs in their products. The anti-aging firming moisture cream is $55 and the Flawless Serum is $62. And full product descriptions and any additional information is available on the website, and I will link the website down in the information bar below, as I always do. Some additional product features that you may be interested in knowing is, first of all, that these are products that are made in America, so if that is important to you and if you are trying to work to boost our economy here in the United States, then this may be a product you would be interested in looking into because of that. Also, too, there's no animal testing. The packaging is considered to be green packaging, and these are gluten-free. Gluten-free can be important if you do have a gluten sensitivity, which I would say the majority of the population does and just doesn't realize it. So keep that in mind as well. Now, first I should tell you that I have not used these products for 12 weeks. I have not had the products for that long, but I have been using them for a few weeks, and so I do feel like I have a decent idea of what you would see as far as results right away. Okay, so the first product is the serum, and it does come in a bottle like this with the pump. You get 1 fluid ounce of the product. This, I have to be honest with you and tell you that it does look a little bit like what happens when a large dog has a really bad sinus infection. It's very liquidy, and so it does run, and it is kind of snot colored yellow. I just give myself 1 pump and I spread it all over my face. And then I follow up with the moisturizer. The moisturizer is 1.7 fluid ounces, and the moisturizer itself looks like this. And this is a thicker, cream, just like any other, sort of like any other night cream. It is thick. I usually will take a little less than that, and I put a dollop on my forehead and blend that in. I get another dollop for my cheeks and blend that in. Another dollop for my other cheek, blend it in, cover it over the nose and down the chin. Were the products gentle to my skin? They were gentle to my skin. I didn't have any stinging or burning, or they didn't make my eyes water. Because there's no fragrance to either of them, I didn't have any kind of issue related to fragrance. They did not cause me any breakouts at all. So if you have sensitive skin, they probably would be okay for you with sensitive skin. Of course, everyone is different, so keep that in mind. But I do have somewhat sensitive skin in the sense that I do react to, I have an overactive immune system, and so I do sometimes react to things, particularly things, foods that I eat and that type of thing. But if my skin is already aggravated, sometimes I can have some stinging or burning, and I really didn't have an issue with that with these products. So I think if you do have legitimate sensitive skin where you react to things from the outside in versus the inside out, then I still think you would be okay unless you have a specific allergy to a specific ingredient that's included in the products. As far as the products being non-drying, I did not feel like they particularly dried my skin out. However, on the flip side, I don't necessarily feel like they are super moisturizing either. When I'm done using them, I don't feel like my skin is, you know, particularly hydrated. And I could see that there would be some people, especially if you have extremely dry skin, that might sort of feel like you wanted additional moisture added after using both of these products. So that is something to keep in mind. I think they might be better suited for people that are prone to a little bit oilier skin than somebody with extremely dry skin. For me, I am relatively average. I can have some drying and some peeling when I've been reacting to things that I have eaten. So I do sometimes experience some dry, patches, dry scaly patches. I didn't feel like this aggravated those patches anymore, made them any more dry, but I also don't feel like it did a whole lot to really provide me with a lot of moisture. And as the weather gets colder, there were times where I sort of thought there are going to be some people who are going to want to add additional moisture to their face once they've used these two products. So just keep that in mind. I think if you have much more mature skin and are dealing with a lot of dryness and you're not having as much oil production anymore, then these may not be quite as moisturizing as you would need them to be. But I really don't have any complaints about it either way. It just kind of falls in the average category for me as far as that goes. As far as results, I did already tell you that I have not used these for 12 weeks or longer. So they did have mention of the changes to wrinkles that you would see after that extended length of time. Not only have I not used them for that extended length of time, I don't really have wrinkles that you would have with a much more mature skin than my own. I am 38. I have been told that I have fewer wrinkles than I should have at my age of 38, but just in general. So I'm not the best judge as far as how these would do with mature skin that has, definite defined wrinkles. I do, however, have fine lines, and I'm going to kind of zoom in a little bit. Okay, so here's my forehead up close. I do have fine lines in the forehead area, and I don't know if you can see, but there's one kind of there, there's one kind of here. They're not extremely pronounced. They're expression lines. You can obviously see them when I wrinkle my forehead up for you. But, in general, they're not extremely pronounced. It's not a huge problem that I have. It's not something that really bothers me that much, and it's also not something that I have seen a drastic change in over the years. I started getting these fine lines on the forehead really when I was a late teenager. They really are just expression lines, and they haven't really changed a whole lot over the years. We're talking teenager, 16, 17 to 38. They're a little worse than they were then. I've gone from maybe 1.5 lines to more like 2.5 lines and that sort of thing, but they really aren't terrible. They aren't something that really bothers me yet to see. I don't have too much of a problem with, the lines here. I think as I age, I'll probably continue, like these areas here will probably get deeper and deeper, and as my skin sags, I probably am going to end up with little, pockets that sort of hang right here, just based on the shape of my face and based on my family members that are older than me that have the same genetic makeup as I do. So because of the lack of major wrinkles and the lack of time, I can't really speak to the fact of these doing a whole lot for major wrinkles. I don't have any reason to believe that they wouldn't work over a long period of time, but I didn't see any results in the amount of time that I've used it to really encourage that I would see good results over time either. So I really just can't speak to it, and I don't have those types of wrinkles yet anyway to begin with. As far as my little fine lines go, I can't really say that I saw an improvement in those, and dealing with fine lines is a part of the claims of the product. So I can't say to you, wow, these really got rid of my fine lines, because they didn't, and I just showed them to you. So they're not really any different than they were before. However, you know, again, are they the kind of fine lines that they're really referring to? You know, generally when my face is not, when I'm not expressing myself, you don't necessarily see them. It really is when I have my eyebrows up that you see them. You really don't see them kind of in the everyday anyway, unless you're looking really closely at me. So are they maybe not even exaggerated enough to begin with for me to see the kind of results that somebody else could expect? That's possible. I do think that if these products were a little more hydrating and had some type of plumping properties to them where they plump the skin, I do think, now that would be a short-term result that you would get, you know, for an hour or two or a few, the skin in the area would plump up and those wrinkles would smooth out because of it. But just in general, am I seeing a huge drastic change in my skin based on the cellular makeup or any of that type of thing? I really was not able to see that. So I really don't have any complaints about this product, although the price is a little, it's up there. I really don't have any complaints about the products, but I also really am not like jumping for joy over the products. I think there are a lot of great things to say about it. I think if you are somebody who wants natural products, then these are a product to take a look at, because they are without a lot of the ingredients that we are trying to stay away from when we want natural products. I think if you want to support the economy in the U.S., then it's a product to take a look at. I think if you have extremely sensitive skin and you have breakouts, you know, products give you breakouts, or you have burning or tearing of the eyes or stinging or any of those problems from products that you typically use, it's worth giving these products a try. I am going to continue to use these because, like I said, I've not been able to have the time necessary to really tell you what 12 weeks or more would do. So I'm going to continue to use these. If I see any kind of drastic difference, or if I feel like anything I've said here was not correct over an extended period of time, then I will come back and add annotations into the video, giving you any further results that I had, or any terrible mishaps that I had, or any kind of drastic differences in information than what I've told you today. I think it's a nice product. I think there are a lot of bonuses to it, you know, with it being natural, or being a more natural product, and trying to do things a little bit nicer for the environment, and being a product that's actually made in the United States. I think there are a lot of pluses to this product based on those benefits. And I do think it's a successfully average product, so I don't have anything negative to say about it. I can't tell you if you have very drastic wrinkles what to expect. I do think maybe that if you have just kind of crepiness to the skin, that this may be enough moisture to kind of help soften that crepiness and smooth that out a little bit. But again, I don't really feel like it has extreme plumping properties to, you know, puff that up the way that some other products do. So, but again, those products that are doing that are typically not made from natural ingredients either. So, you know, you gotta weigh your interests. If you have any questions about it, then please feel free to ask me. And I want to thank Tilth, and I really hope I'm saying that the right way. I really want to thank Tilth Beauty for letting me try their products, and I also want to thank BeautyStat for providing me with the opportunity to try the Tilth beauty products, and I really appreciate the opportunity that was given to me, and I will see you next time. Bye.